Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm gonna show you how can you connect your MySQL database to your EC2 instance. So it's a really easy process and I'm gonna show you step by step how can I do it. So let's get started. So I've just created an instance and I'm gonna connect it to my machine. And if you guys don't know how to create an instance or run an instance, then you can check out in my previous video. You will find all the details there. Yeah, this process usually takes time because we are running it for the first time. And so the first thing we have to do is update our system. Sudo apt update. Okay, now the second thing which you have to do is you have to install MySQL in your system. So to install MySQL, you have to use this code: sudo apt install MySQL server. Okay, so this is installed. Now we will upgrade our system. Sudo apt upgrade. Okay, so meanwhile, what I want to show you guys is you have to first enable the port number 80, because your program is gonna run on that port. Custom TCP, and we'll keep it port 80, and this is at 0.0.0. Save rules. Okay guys, so now MySQL server is installed. So to open MySQL server, what you have to do is just type sudo MySQL, and yeah, it's running fine, MySQL. So now there are some things or some codes which you have to write. You have to enable the password, and that password will go in your database file in your Flask program. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to show you some steps. Just follow them. First, type here use MySQL. Then this update user set plugin. I have given all the codes in the description. You can check out there and you can just copy and paste. Then flush privileges. Then after that, okay, this is an important code. What it does is it changes our password to admin. So when logging into MySQL, we have to type admin as the password and give admin as the password in all our database files or other files which ask for a database password. So now it's changed, and now we will exit. And now to log in into MySQL, what you have to type is sudo MySQL -p. See, now it will ask for a password. Just type admin, and yeah, we are good to go. Okay, so now we will git clone our file which we will be running. It's cloned. Yes. Okay, so cd ls. We have to unzip it. So to install the unzip, you have to type this code: sudo apt-get install unzip. After installing it, just write unzip and the file name. Why are we writing? We'll just copy paste it. Yes, now if we see, it's here. We will rename it to a shorter version, and this I'm renaming it to L. So now if we see, it's L cdl. Okay, so now I'm gonna install the requirements of my program, and after installing, I'm gonna show you the changes where you have to make in the database file. Okay guys, so my requirements are installed, and now I'm gonna show you where you have to make changes. So as you can see, I have a database.py file in my program. So I'm gonna show you where to make the changes. So yeah, as you can see that there is a database user password here, and we have to give it it should be same as we have given in MySQL. So it is root here, and in MySQL we have given it as admin, so we have to change it to admin. Okay. And you can also see the database username. Okay, so we have given it as root, and it is also root here, so there are no issues with that. and similarly to the other files also, as I also have a br2 underscore spacey.py file which also links with the database, so I have to make changes here also. Yeah, so I have to make changes here. Database user password, I have to do it as admin again, and yeah, that was it. So, and one more thing, in application.py we have to mention the port number and the host, so we are going to change that also. So host is 0.0 and our port number is 80. Okay, so now we will run a database.py file, and yeah, as you can see, now we will check in our MySQL database if our database has been created or not. So the code is sudo mysql -p password admin. There we go. Type show databases here, semicolon, and as you can see, our new database INSDB has been successfully created. So yeah, that was an easy process, and now we will check in our Flask app if it is fetching the data from here or not. I'm going to show you some tables in INSDB. So use INSDB show tables. Yeah, as you can see, like there are 6 tables. So I'm just going to run a query where I'm going to display the headquarter names, so just to make sure that it's running. So quit. Okay guys, so now we will run our Flask file, which is sudo python3 application.py. application.py is a Flask file. So, and yeah, it's running here, and let's check. Yeah, it's successfully running, and I showed you a table headquarters, so I'm just gonna write a query for that. Show headquarter names from headquarter. As you can see, it is running successfully. Okay, and I can run more. Show all employees. Yes. Yeah guys, so if you have any queries or any doubts, feel free to just comment down or like text me on my Instagram. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.